Alrighty, welcome to yet another video of me showcasing the MooseSMP railway lines. In this video, I will be showing RX2. Directly behind me, we can see here the first station is Southwest MooseCity, then Pumpkin Island, Alpha Advanced Industrial Park, and at last, the Land of Diamonds. Funnily enough, last week the route, or I think it was even a few days ago, the route of RX2 has been changed. So we're gonna see the new RX2, kind of, because it actually hasn't changed in quite some years, so the first major change in a few years will finally be shown. By the way, currently alpha is in the server. We have currently an issue going on with the printer. I think I'm gonna take care of it, or well, try to take care of it. There's like a mod called Litematica, which we use to print stuff that we design. So we design schematics, and then we put their projections into the survival world. So the design goes into the creative world. I can just quickly show that. We access it via server CMP. I will actually have to log in. Let me just log in outside of the window. And we're in the server now. Here's something that we've been working on in the MooseCity project. This here is to be designed to be the new port. I've already designed a park over here, but we found it to be unsuitable to directly put the park above the port, and the idea was to put more port facilities in here. Here, a bunch of other silly stuff like a parliament or a citadel from Half-Life 2, which I had ideas of putting at some point, but yeah, this is progress or the ideas for the MooseCity project, the main central project of the server. And in here we can, I don't have it installed right now, but here we do the designs, and then we copy the schematics over to the survival world and have their projections and their material list. And with that we know exactly which blocks we need and where we need to place them. Let me go back to the SMP. Okay. That was a quick overview of the SMP CMP construction system. So I would say let's just start writing the actual RX2. The first stop will be the Southwest MooseCity. There's currently not much to show around here because MooseCity, as with the rest, Southwest MooseCity, as with the rest of MooseCity, is currently unfinished. Currently, there's another portal here and stairs. Welcome to Southwest MooseCity, but as with the rest of MooseCity, it's currently empty. There's one chest right here. Maybe the only thing that can be properly showed is this small villa that me and my brother Kart have designed, or well, rather stolen from YouTube, somewhere on YouTube, and put it in here to like fill the land with at least something. Oh, over here you can see one part of the boatways, which Alpha has extensively designed. These are a series of boatways which lead to a certain area in the server. Here we can see that it directs you to the town center, Jawland Flats, Iceboat Racetrack. These are... Jawland does exist. I think the area of that is already ready. Already ready. Yeah, this is also known CK inverse base, the Coral Canal. Some of the names are even a bit unknown to me, but MooseCity, I know that, town center of MooseCity. The Iceberg racetrack is also a planned part of MooseCity, and Jawland, I know that already. I don't know if there's anything significant in these shulkers. Seems like we forgot to remove them from here. And there's also this staircase. I don't know where it leads to. Secret area. Okay, funny. I've not been here before. Also, I would sleep now. Especially in MooseCity. Currently, you do not want to be here at night because it feels like stepping out of the Frankfurt main station area. It's like thousands of mob zombies in here. Oops. Okay. He even designed a pool, but I'm simply too stupid to either climb down the stairs properly or to fall properly into the water. Okay. With that, I guess let's continue on to Pumpkin Island, I think. Oh, what the hell? That just didn't render at all. But this is the new section of the RX2 section. I guess we should actually go back and try to see it again. So the elevated part is the new one. This is already made. This one goes through the ocean a bit through the water. But then previously it would continue being at the same level. But now he has done an elevated platform which properly leads to the new station. You can see part of the old track over there. That was originally the track, but that was now connected to some other railway line, which isn't part of the RX network. Here's the stairs, and that will continue on to the next station, I suppose. Over here is Pumpkin Island, which currently isn't constructed yet. However, Alpha has done a design of a mega facility. Sorry, I had apple juice. Of a mega facility down here, which will be built. Has already been, the raw structure has been done already, so I guess what does remain now is building it in the SMP, and I think choosing the color palette, the block palette, has to be chosen too. But here's the old station, as you can see. This station was very infamous, well, at least infamous for me, for being blown up like 3 times, because this flat land hasn't been lit up until a few weeks ago. There have been a lot of mob spawning there, and I went carelessly using the railways at night. And then when I arrived over here, there were like 5 other mobs sliming me, and if I took a bit longer to set off, then quickly enough a creeper would come and destroy the station. So I had to rebuild it a fair amount of times. Yeah. Here is a little chicken farm with a lot of uncollected eggs. Sadly, they can't hatch by themselves in here. So actually, I would do them a favor by collecting them and helping their generations grow or something. Just don't get hit. I. 'Cause, 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 A lot of baby chicks, how cute. Yeah, I haven't been much up to date with the new Minecraft editions, but this one is very noticeable and they're so cute, oh my god. Aww. Okay, this is dangerous. Please don't go outside. You have to stay here. What can I show over here? There are some things that aren't very much affiliated with me, but I guess I should show them anyways. Here seems to be a small waterfall into an unknown area that I don't really know of. Seems to simply lead to a rather deep mine. Or I think maybe compared to caves or cliffs, it's probably not even that deep anymore, but still a mine nonetheless. Here is a house of someone. I don't even know who this house belongs to. But yeah, they just have some basic stuff lying over here. In fact, I was also AFKing here, and somehow a creeper also came in here and blew it up too, so I had to repair it some weeks ago. Over there you can see the MooseCity monument with the houses of a district that I named personally, but don't remember anymore. Here is JSB. Oh, and Alpha was even here a moment ago if you saw him. This is supposed to be, I think, storage base, Jawland storage base or something was the original meaning of JSB. I did comment on it that I found the architecture rather pretty good, I must say. We can go upstairs, and here there's cobblestone, well, all the classic storage elements. There's also that funny landmark that keeps catching my eye. Has someone built something there before? Or I think someone went up there. It reminds me a lot of the older generation with a lot of floating islands. Over there you can already sense the next base, Alpha's Industrial Park, which we can spend quite some time in actually. It's one of the bases that have also quite a lot of depth. I have the feeling that the videos are getting increasingly longer with each time. Oh, another unupdated track render. So we have arrived here at Alpha's Industrial Park, and we've already greeted, hoping that we enjoy our stay. This here is, well, the monument introducing Alpha's Industrial Park, AIP. Let's say Alpha is really one of the MVPs in the server. He's like very dedicated and does a lot of cool stuff in the server. One of the pillars keeping it alive amidst all the inactivity. So this here is a cocoa farm, which I also used recently. Pressing on these buttons will cause these pistons with slime blocks to push the cocoa blocks and put them there in the farm. In the collection, I mean. Here are some cocoa beans, which you can then use to make whatever you can make with cocoa beans, like cookies. Oh, okay. Over here, I think this is a sort of pumpkin farm. I don't exactly know how it works, but I was there, and the moment it grew, it automatically destroyed itself and dropped onto here. Somehow, I guess something with the walls just has it that it destroys itself if that happens somehow. As you can see, there is also a bit of a railway line over here, although I don't know where it leads, so... Or well, you can't know if you don't try out, right? Let's just try it. Oh, okay. Seems to stop at a corner for now. I guess we'll just look when we have this building done, because this seems unfamiliar to me. Have I really been here before? And what does it do? Hopper minecarts? Yeah. Maybe we can find out if we go upstairs. Okay, this doesn't seem to have any farm functions, but that over there... Could it have something to do with these flowers? And also the comical amount of trapdoors. Maybe that also has some kind of meaning. I was thinking, what if it's like a nighttime sensor to automatically put these up for defense when it goes into night? Oh wait, there's a lever here. Should I press it? Yeah, let's press it. Okay. I have no idea what this does. Maybe it's supposed to farm the flowers. Maybe it needs bone meal to do that. I don't know. I'll stop speculating and maybe I'll ask later. But interesting construction. Here at night shouldn't be a problem, given Alpha seems very responsible in lighting everything up properly. Unlike me. Some coral blocks, some sea candles, or whatever you call them. Seems decorative, but cool. Maybe before we can go to the center, we can just ride this railway along its route and then see where it brings us. Oh, it does skip quite some things, but okay, maybe let's not do that. Otherwise it gets very unorganized on in which route you want to do this. So this seems to be simple bamboo, which rise very high. Under there you can see RX2, which is the railway line that I would show next. It doesn't actually have a stop in Alpha's Industrial Park, however, I have thought about adding it. Who knows? It currently only stops in Workspace and the strongholds, in the strongholds, my Ocean Monument, and then Era Space. Okay, how to go in here? And what function does it have? Okay, with a lot of these things I really have no idea what they do. Maybe it has some sort of function, but I don't get it, sorry. You can also do the same in here. Is it supposed to be a string farm? Given that I see a trapdoor over there, but where would the collection be? Oh, here. Ah, okay, yeah, it's supposed to be a string farm. However, I doubt that it still works because string farms pretty much global in the server, I think, in the entirety of Minecraft stopped working some time ago. Maybe there's a bypass to that, but I haven't seen a way. This here seems to be another sort of farm, given the implications with the hoppers. This seems to be a railway farm. Pretty simple. I've built that. Does use of a pretty funny exploit that duplicates rails when they're on slime blocks and pushed by pistons. I can just press that one over there and you can see, even though it's getting pushed, it's getting destroyed, but it stays over there, so infinite rails, which is, again, very useful. I think I've showed a rail farm here before. And yeah, lovely. I very much approve of this exploit. I guess let's just move towards alongside the outer edge, just to compensate for the broken mechanism on us going from out to in. Okay, I don't think anything that I say currently makes any sense, so I will just shut up and continue showing. Over here seems to be a dripstone farm. I don't exactly know how that works, but it does. Has an elevated entry over here. I won't even try to understand it and waste more time, so it's a dripstone farm. Okay, this thing doesn't want to go, so I'll just do it like that. This seems to be moss farm, probably. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna sleep because the rain may be disturbing to the viewer. Okay, maybe it's chill, but that's not really the point of this video. I don't know if that over there has any function. Oh, it does. Seems to encompass lava. But maybe not any particular farm functions, unless there's a mechanism that I'm not aware of yet. In that case, I don't know, something with lava, probably. Let's just eat. Whoop whoop. And as you can see, there's some things written down here, and these are meant to represent what's planned to build here. Here's mushroom. So, yeah, it's planned to do something with mushrooms over here, obviously. Over here, we have simple pumpkin and melon farm, not lemon, like I said in some other video. Some beetroot, wheat, carrots, potatoes. Can go up. So even more farms. Go up, and even more farms. Alright, so... okay. This also seems to kind of explain the forms of the islands that make up AIP, it's docks, where someone with a boat can just dock in and do their stuff and then take their boat and go to another place. Although I don't really have wood right now, so I'm just gonna annoyingly swim over into the other places. Here, just some spruce, probably to not ruin the floor with puzzle. What's over there? I just curiously saw something underwater. Ah, okay, it's a ship. And while we just swam underneath, here is... seems to be a... what was it called again? Clay? I think clay farm. Over there we were there already, so let's head towards the central parts of Alpha's Industrial Park. This here I probably would consider the... okay, I don't know if I would consider this or this the main house, however this does stand out a lot more due to its variety of design. I would say let's just enter through the lowest floor, and to be met with a simple floor. Over here you can toggle the trapdoor to go up. Let's close it again. We are already getting teased with the meow sounds over here. This is where you enter if you enter through the stairs. An enchantment table. The same exits. A floor with pumpkins, which is particularly funny. Shitpost status. Value the fun pirate gaster. Is this some kind of Deltarune reference I don't get? Probably. I still haven't beaten chapter 5 yet. I've just yet to beat the final boss in chapter 4, so yeah. And over here is the topmost floor with this cat delighting our ears. I don't think the cooked cod can be used to feed them, unfortunately. So I don't know if you can actually go into these side towers. I looked before, but there doesn't seem to be a way unless I oh, there is actually. But these seem to be actually the same, and upstairs doesn't seem to be anything. These are storage rooms. Let me just confirm by going to them. Yeah, should be the same. Okay. Then we can see this monument over here. There are actually multiple monuments. I forgot where the other one was, but we'll see it. Sure enough, there it is. I don't know if that's supposed to be the center. I think that's supposed to be the central one, yeah. But over here we also have another monument-ish type of thing, but it is actually also a super smelter. Conveniently themed with lava to symbolize that a lot of smelting is done here. Both automatically or semi-automatically. Oops. Okay, that funnily jump scared me, even though I should have seen them coming. Some campfires. And here, just a nice view over Alpha's Industrial Park. Maybe I'll take a screenshot at night and have this as the thumbnail. Yeah, that looks like an amazing thumbnail. But at night looks better. Whoop. Okay, let's go down into another house. Whoop. Let's go here. This here seems to be the storage room. Yeah, as you can tell, with a lot of chests. We can go upstairs. More storage. And downstairs, I think, with even more storage. Next would be this house. Oh, and I just saw I'm already at 30 minutes, so it really does grow with time. The last one was the shortest, but it's growing more and more, although I think that development will not continue like that, because RX2 doesn't have that much to show, and Land of Diamonds will already been... Oh, I've yet to show Land of Diamonds, I notice. How do I enter here? I somehow keep missing the entrance. You do not enter here. Not here either. Okay, here. Maybe on video it looks so brain dead. There is like obviously the entrance, but I didn't see it for some reason. This is a house full of pigman heads, and with 4 corners that lead to nowhere in particular. Let me see if there's yet something to show over here. Oh, I think I haven't shown this one yet. Already from the hall, I can guess that it's a trading hall. Alpha Straight Tower. Yeah. You can see. Let's try to trade, hey. What does have the good trades? Well, I don't know, I'm not gonna look at them right now because I can't identify them too well, or I never set up a trading hall myself before, so I can judge. So, what else do we have? I've already been there. That house is clear. That house is clear. That's also clear. I guess we're done, actually. I would say that was a very... that is currently, well, still under construction, but so far it's already a really nice and detailed base. That's, well, I can recommend if you want to take, if MooseCity you want to take a vacation. Then you have the ocean right beside you. You still have some views over MooseCity if your rented distance is a bit higher. Over there you can already see Land of Diamonds. However, Land of Diamonds is a bit tragic of a history. Let's just sleep right now, and then I will show Land of Diamonds and the reason why it is so tragic. And I've also slept because it's currently not really safe there to be at night, also with a lot of mob spawning. So, the Land of Diamonds is the end of RX2, a station in RX2, and also part of the SSL, which I believe hasn't been actually built yet. And yeah, we are welcomed with a griefed base. This base was griefed by Mohammed Bozo at a point of time where the server wasn't really that active, I think. I've sought to restore it, and Mohammed Bozo has been banned permanently, but the base remains unrecovered because I still haven't gotten to it yet, or in fact nobody else has gotten to it yet. And the person who it belongs to, Workspace Value, also doesn't play in the server anymore. She has stopped playing long before this base was griefed, so it actually didn't really affect her, but of course griefing isn't okay regardless of who towards who and for what reason. In the server, griefing is not allowed whatsoever unless there's a operator permission. However, it wasn't given, so he was banned. Here is the port. Could be a nice photo hotspot with that round over there. I don't know if there's anything to see over here. Maybe there is. Let's go down. Oh yeah. This is, yeah. This is the base of work. With very cool looking lava decorations and beware the lamp. I don't know if that was meant to be a Hollow Knight reference of some sort. I don't know. But yeah, luckily this place remained unharmed. But well, whatever was above the surface didn't really. There was a residence over here, also grieved, and also an island belonging to Land of Diamonds over there. Was the bridge towards there was also grieved, with a lot of lovely cherry blossom trees. Let's see what's over here. I haven't been here before. Okay, it seems to be a simple mined place with some furnaces. Over there you can see, yeah, pretty near to Alpha's Industrial Park. Yeah, I don't even know if I still have an old version of the world where the grief hasn't been done yet. I hope I do. Would make the reconstruction very easy because, well, work isn't around and neither are my imaginations of how it looked like. I did some live streams before. I think it was on my personal channel and not on RLC. I'm currently uploading these in RLC because it's MooseSMP, it's like the rolling launch SMP, so it still has a pretty strong connection with the community, even though technically not a large part of the current community plays it, but it's still relevant. Okay, here as we see, the SSL hasn't been done yet whatsoever. But yeah, this is the rather unfortunate state of Land of Diamonds. Let's just look at it shortly from above. Not much left over there. But yeah, directly next to Alpha's Industrial Park in its fullest glory. Underground, the road continues towards Stronghold, but that's for the RX2 video, which should be coming next week, probably. I guess for now, let's just leave this base and go back towards MooseCity, where we can then end the video, as usual. Am I actually on normal FOV? Yeah. For some reason I perceived it as 90, but okay. So we've arrived back at MooseCity, so next time we will go into RX2, which is right over here, which stops in Land of Diamonds, the Stronghold, my Ocean Monument, and Everest Islands. Not much to show in the Ocean Monument, by the way. Not much in the Stronghold either. Maybe we could take a short trip to the end, but overall, And there are Ares Islands. Okay. I just noted this one, that's funny. Two wandering traders, two even. And one at above, and still on the leash over here. Okay, that's funny. Anyways, seems to have gone long enough, so I will see you in the next video. Have a good day, night, whatever. Goodbye.